All right, here we go. Big Daddy Shin, day 992 at the park. So my knee hurts really bad. I don't know what I did. I was sleeping normal. It feels like it was hyperextended, but it's not like my knee was like hanging off the edge of the bed or something happened, but it really hurts. Now, it's not something that, you have a hurt knuckle or something, you could crack it. I mean, it's your knee, so, I mean, I figure, okay, there's like the shady path that I could go, like underneath the trees or go in the sun area. So I'm going to go in the sun and kind of like loosen up and we'll see. But while I was sitting there in like a little bit of pain this morning, I mean, Saturday mornings, it's like, I don't know, unless I had those meetings like I did last week, right? I'll just sit in bed and like look at the phone and, different things, right? Today, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna look for an exercise bike. So this is where I'm hoping Reggie sees this one, right? Because he's a pro at this stuff. But anyway, there's this bike. Okay, so I like the Precor machines, but those are really expensive, right? So I like the stationary bikes, as you guys seen before. And then officially they're called recumbent bikes, okay? So obviously, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna get a Precor recumbent bike, and the brand new ones are like, $4,000, whatever. You find a used one, sometimes you get a deal, sometimes not. I saw one, Rancho Cucamonga, that was like, I don't know, $8.95. Something like that. I'm like, I don't know if I should do that. Because it's like, that's a lot of money. Because what if... So people that go to the gym know that everybody has a certain favorite bike. So sometimes they have a tilt. Sometimes one of the pedals are like a little crooked or all that kind of stuff. So it comes down to, is it easy to fix those? Or how much is that going to cost extra? Right? And then so I figure, you know what? Whatever. So I did some more research. And then I saw this fitness store that they had, that they had those Precor machines. But right next to it, they had the bikes that me and Jack would always ride on. These ones are called StarTac, like STAR and then TAC, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I'll get one of these things. By the way, that Precor machine was like a 400 series, underneath the 500 series. Brand new ones are in like the 800 and 900 series. So you're talking old, right? But these StarTac ones, it's like, just the memories of how many days of this whole 992 that I've been on that bike. And every time I went on the 10 miles, right? Well, okay, some was 5 miles when I was doing like exercise, or I did that other part, but you know what I'm saying. But it was enjoyable. I'd get my sweat, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should get that, because it's not a Precor machine, so it's not as expensive. So what I do, I go on, I see a couple of them that are like $700. I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I should get that. Because consider this. If I go back to the gym, it's what, $40 a month? And then $40 a month times 12, it's $480. And you guys know, for the majority part, that's all I did. It's like a swimming pool. You think like, oh, if I had a swimming pool, I'd swim every day. Well, you know what? I did have a swimming pool every day at 24 Hour Fitness, right? And, if I had weights, I'd lift weights every day. Well, I did have weights every day. But thing is, you either do it or you don't, right? But I know for the bike, I have proven I would do that bike every day. Because, when I drive and I go see Reggie in the morning, right? And then, get on that bike and go to work, right? But the difference now is I wake up and I'm already at work. And so if I had that bike, I could do my bike at work while I'm doing work, right? And, you know, a lot of the times where I'm telling you that I'm watching TV and stuff at home, and, you know, I could balance it out, go, hey, why don't I watch it while riding this bike? So on this bike, those recumbent bikes, it's like, you know, like when I started doing like the running and stuff, the jogging, bouncing up and down, you know, it was, it would be bad on my lower back because, you know, it just weighs so much, right? And then so this one you're sitting, so you have the back support, but you're moving the legs, and then it's a constant burn, and then I would sweat. And then so now that I have that, and you have the food at home, so you don't have your own Taco Bell at home, McDonald's at home, right? So you could always eat healthier. And then if you feel like burning more later, you go on the bike. Now, mind you, I think it's important if you do this, you gotta get those ones that are like those gym quality ones. Because I had the ones that were like, you know, they're really inexpensive. And then, you know, you feel like they're gonna break or unbalance it. You're like, oh, right? So then, you know, you just use it to hang your clothes or something. But I'm really thinking this is probably a great move. But if you guys have any ideas on what the best way of doing this, and I hope that you guys aren't taking my ideas and all of a sudden all these StarTac machines, they're going to be sold out. I'm like, no! That would be funny. But, you know, because I know myself. The best thing to do would probably get the elliptical, okay? Like a Precor elliptical, spend like $3,000, whatever it is, okay? Because that is a legit machine. But problem is, I'm not a legit, like, die-hard person, so I know me. There's no way I'm doing that Precor machine every day for an hour. I just can't. Because there's some days where you're not feeling it, but you can get on that recumbent bike and just move your legs around. Okay, that's fine. But it's like just doing the Precor one. Well, okay. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can. I just don't want to right now. And plus $3,000. I'm like, oh my gosh. I might as well get, what? 5. 4 of those other bikes with that. You can get an ab machine with that too. But things, I don't want to spend that much money. I mean, is it worth it because of my body? Yeah, it totally is. So anyways, yeah, that's just my thoughts. I think I'm going to do it. So let's see. All right, there you go. Big Daddy Finn, day 992 in the books. So, yeah, I just spent some time because my the messages that I sent earlier to those people that are selling their equipment. Yeah, I mean, it's some great deals, and I had to figure out, okay, which one am I going to do, right? Now, the one that's, okay, the StarTrac ones, those are great bikes, right? But it's basically like just private sellers, right? Actually, one was an actual like company, but it just sells the equipment. They don't really service it. But the one that did the Precor machine, that dude was actually a technician, and then they actually service. They rebuild the machines from the ground up, and then you have a 1 year, 1 year warranty, like parts and labor, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds pretty good actually. And then so they got it down so I could get it for $750, which is great because yeah, it's great because of what was it? It's really good price. Just, you know, I saw the lowest I saw, you know, was like $5.99 from like Atlanta. But if you get it from there, you got to ship an exercise bike, and that's probably gonna be like about $100 something, right? And then so, you know, just the whole trick is, how am I going to get over to get this bike? But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I think that's going to be my special thing for my day 1000. And we'll start from there when that happens, right? But anyways, Big Daddy Shin, day 992. If I could exercise 992 days in a row, you could exercise 992 days in a row. If I could do it, you could do it. And I'm doing it. Buying a bike. Exercise bike. Go bike shopping. Awesome.